Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we have a John Doe unidentified male found April 16th, 1975. He was only 18 to 23 years old. He was found in Cordele, Georgia. It says estimated PMI months, and it also says estimated year of death between 1974 and 1975. Estimated to be about 5'5". And let's see what else it says. Remains found in a wooded area near the Coney Grove section of Crisp County, 1.8 miles west of Coney Road and about a half a mile off the county-maintained road. One or more limbs not recovered, one or both hands not recovered, partial skeleton parts only. His hair was brown, but it also says light to medium reddish brownish color. So, and here's the image that they have. And I don't know if they did that through, with the skull or how they did the image. So let's see if it's like a reconstruction or whatever. So then we have, I'm going to look at some missing people. And this man is said to be about 5'8" and only 19 years old. Steve Lewis Arrowood. So he's a little bit too tall for their estimated height, but I'm leaving him in. Strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes. He went missing from North Carolina. He had a scar on his chin, under his chin. Let's see. His car was found abandoned April 4th, 1975 at Fern Forest Apartments in Gastonia, North Carolina. The keys were in the vehicle. Previously, he had had a romance with a married woman, and he had ran off to Texas with her. Her husband found them and brought them both back to Gastonia. Steve was afraid of this man and told his friends he was frightened and afraid of him. He was scared of him. The husband was a long-distance truck driver. Stephen's disappearance occurred not long after coming back to Gastonia. So that's him. Let's see if we think he looks like he could be him. Because like I said, they did does look similar, doesn't he? Okay, and then we have James Thomas Stanley. He went missing September 18th, 1974 from Athens, Ohio, which sounds very far away. 5'6" to 5'7", born in 1949. 140 to 150 pounds, light brown to blonde hair, blue eyes. AKA Tommy, fair complexion, scar from hernia. Some other distinguishing marks. James Thomas Stanley was known as Tommy in Athens County, Ohio, where he worked in Columbus, Ohio. In September 1974, for unknown reasons, he packed up his 1969 green Fiat, Ohio license plate number X1798H, said goodbye to his family in Ohio and West Virginia, telling them he could never return to Ohio and that he was going to Florida. Tommy's 1969 Fiat was later found in the northbound lane of I-95 near Kenly, North Carolina, about 60 miles from Raleigh, North Carolina. All of his personal belongings were inside, including photo albums, shoes, clothes, wallet. The keys were in the ignition. The car was towed to Holland's garage and was found to have a broken radiator hose. The car was later picked up by the finance company in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Trooper A.W. Williams tagged the car and felt it had been empty for at least 48 hours and there were no signs of foul play. Family members felt that Tommy was in some type of trouble and therefore never filed a missing persons report with police because they were concerned for his safety. 7 years later, Tommy was declared deceased. His family has never heard from him or seen him since he said goodbye. There's been no activity on his Social Security number. So they have no idea what might have happened to him. And let's see who else we have. I don't know why my mouse is doing this. Okay, we have Gregory Douglas Evans, all the way in Oregon, went missing February 12th, 1975, but he was only 15 years old, and I believe it said 18 too. It was the lowest age, 5'6", 125 pounds. He's missing with his brother Richard since February 21st, 1975. Richard lived in Lincoln City, had asked Gregory to help him move back to Kennewick, Washington. The two were reported missing after they failed to show in Kennewick. According to the family, Richard was to appear for a job interview and Greg was returned to Kennewick High School. Richard's vehicle was located a few days later on a roadside bluff overlooking the Pacific Ocean south of Lincoln City. Searches of the area found no signs of the brothers. Brown hair, brown eyes. And that's pretty far away. And then I would think that his hair would be a darker brown, but I can't tell in the picture. Gary Locklear, missing September 6, 1974, Charleston, South Carolina. Born in 1958. He was only 15 years old, and he was Native American, so I think his hair would be darker, but 5'6", 116 pounds, brown eyes. Locklear was last seen September 6, 1974, walking down Remont Road at 10 o'clock. It doesn't say a.m. or p.m. He was walking home from a friend's house. He left all his possessions at home, including his wallet. And it's not a lot of information. Then we have Brian Joseph Page, and that's all the way in Oregon. Went missing January 12, 1975, and he was 16. 5'6". He was last seen January 12, 1975, after leaving a party with a friend in Salem, Oregon. Brian has not been seen or heard from since. The vehicle he was traveling in, 1962 turquoise Volkswagen Bug with Oregon plate 7P3626, has never been found. Light brown hair, brown eyes. So if you have any information about who this John Doe might be, or what might have happened to any of those missing persons, please contact authorities. If you're not sure if the information is true or accurate, or you just feel like it's hearsay, you're not sure if it's important, just please give the information to authorities. Let them know. Let them have that information. Let them make note of it, and let them decide what's important and what's relevant. Don't forget to pray for their loved ones and their families. Feel free to leave comments, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.